This is one of the best aerial reconnaissance drones in the world. A drone that is capable of staying in flight for nearly a full day, during which it can fly from Kyiv to Novosibirsk and back.
The MQ-9 Reaper is indeed renowned for its reliability and its ability to operate for extended periods of time.
At the same time, if necessary, it easily, quickly and effectively transforms into a strike drone and can carry about 2 tons of munitions.
The value that the MQ-9 represents truly, indeed, cannot be compared to any modern aircraft.
These drones have been on Ukraine's wish list for weapons since the first days of the war. But the US is hesitant to transfer it to the Ukrainian armed forces, fearing that the secret technologies might fall into Russian hands. In recent months, the MQ Reaper drone has topped these lists. They are extremely necessary for our intelligence, leading some analysts to predict that Ukraine is actively preparing operations deep in enemy territory. So what is this wonder, the MQ-9? What is this drone capable of? What can it be armed with? And most importantly, when will it arrive in Ukraine? This will be discussed today in Arsenal. Let's start with the fact that this drone has 2 names. Besides the familiar MQ-9 Reaper, it is often called Predator B, as it is an upgrade of the American MQ-1 Predator drone. And when the developers introduced it to the world in 2001, the name Reaper hadn't been invented yet.
The MQ-9 Reaper is indeed the successor to the Predator, only with enhanced capabilities and greater endurance. Overall, it is a more versatile aircraft, capable of providing the surveillance and reconnaissance that combat commanders need to understand the situation in the operation zone and realistically assess the likelihood of mission success.
The Reaper can also handle a combat mission on its own, such as reconnaissance or surveillance. It has a total of 6 hardpoints, 2 internal ones, each capable of carrying more than half a ton, 2 mid-wing, and 2 wingtip hardpoints, allowing it to carry a large amount of weapons and missiles at once. In addition to the usual AIM-9X missiles for this type of UAV, the Reaper can carry 4 air-to-ground AGM-114 missiles, up to 8 upgraded MQ-9A missiles, or for example 4 Hellfire missiles, and 2 laser-guided Mark 82 bombs. The drone is also capable of launching JDAM bombs, well known in Ukraine as DOT smart bombs. This range of weaponry allows for the guaranteed destruction of almost any target.
The value that the MQ-9 indeed represents truly cannot be compared to any modern aircraft.
The Reaper also sets real records in flight performance. The drone is equipped with a turboprop engine with a power of 950 horsepower, allowing it to reach a maximum speed of 440 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, its cruising speed is around 300. The MQ-9 Reaper, like most Western technology, has a modular design, which allows it to be equipped for specific operations without losing speed or range.
The MQ-9 Reaper is indeed renowned for its reliability and its ability to operate for extended periods of time.
Extended period is indeed an understatement. A fuel tank of approximately 1,700 kilograms allows it to stay airborne for more than IMB a day. 27 hours is how they define its maximum flight time. The range is also impressive. The MQ-9 can fly 5,900 kilometers. If standard external fuel tanks are used, the flight duration increases to 2 days. Meanwhile, the Reaper can fly at an altitude of more than 15 kilometers.
Certainly, there is a process before use. It involves studying the flight area to ensure that we are sending the drone to the right place and targeting the correct objective, and that we have calculated all possible issues that might occur in the target area.
One of the recent issues faced by the Reaper during patrol was inadequate Russian pilots. About a year ago, over the waters of the Black Sea, a Russian Air Force Su-27 fighter jet dumped fuel right in front of the drone, damaging it, which subsequently fell into the sea.
Is another reckless act by President Putin and his military. I want to say to Mr. Putin, stop this behavior. We have seen such behavior from the Russian military before, but this will not deter the United States from conducting operations over the Black Sea.
It is known that the pilots were awarded, and a few days after that, a search operation was conducted by the Russians in the Black Sea to retrieve the secret American drone. However, the results are unknown. And the hunt for these technologies by the Russians is not without reason, as innovation is literally at every turn here. Take, for example, the drone control system.
We have a display, we will turn it on now since we are not flying, but this is where you can see everything that happens with the aircraft in flight. The monitor shows all the parameters that we cannot see just through the drone's camera. This is what our tracker looks like. Here we can upload maps of any corner of the Earth where we plan to fly. There are also many other functions here. For example, you can simply click on the place where we want the aircraft to fly to, or click on a point and the MQ-9 will circle it with a radius of, say, 5 miles. The autopilot will do.
Everything here is absolutely and literally thought out. Zot. The times when everyone involved in the operation hovered over the drone operator are long gone. Everyone has their own place to observe the Reaper's work.
Usually, the aircraft is controlled by the pilot and co-pilot, but if we need to seat additional people in the cockpit, we can place them here at these stations.
Moreover, such a command post can be deployed anywhere in the world within a matter of hours. After all, this control station was originally designed as a regular cargo container.
This is our ground control station. Inside this box, we have 2 cockpits. This is a mobile box. We can load it onto any aircraft we need and deliver it anywhere in the world. This is how we achieve the mobility that is very necessary these days. You see these cables coming out from the back and laid on the ground to these towers. These are our ground data terminals, and when we operate a drone beyond the line of sight, it is these towers that provide us with data transmission.
Listing the technical solutions used in the Reaper is simply pointless. It would take more than an hour. It is worth mentioning that the drone is equipped with all sorts of sensors and cameras, as it is used not only for military purposes, but also in humanitarian missions, search and research operations. Considering such diverse usage, both military and civilian engineers are involved in improving the technology.
One of the significant issues raised after the drone strike in Kabul was that the footage was notably unclear and concerning. I don't know exactly what role this played in the killing of 10 civilians. Technologies will always be improved, and I hope that they will be enhanced not only to ensure target engagement, which is, of course, a priority for the American military, but also to minimize harm to the civilian population.
The desire to minimize harm primarily to their own army is another reason why the MQ-9 is widely used in the military. Despite the cost in the most advanced configuration, reportedly around $35 million, in America, indeed, a soldier's life is valued much higher.
There's no one in the cockpit, so when we need to enter a high-risk area, we simply send our aircraft there without the risk of losing a life. Thus, there is no risk of losing a pilot, and this greatly aids decision makers.
Whether it will help the defenders of Ukraine make decisions, we will find out quite soon. According to unofficial reports, Kyiv has intensified efforts to acquire the MQ-9 Reaper IPUISH for the Ukrainian armed forces. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to support us with a like and a subscription. This will help us grow, and you won't miss new episodes more of Arsenal.